Hello again. By now you would have completed your 24-hour urine analysis and you will have gotten ready to do your loading phase. So I just wanted to provide you with a short video about all of the little nuances to my particular ChiroThin program. It is a little bit different than what you're going to find online. So if you're one of those people that searches out recipes and how-tos, please don't go too far off of what we provide for you in the portal because you'll find yourself stepping into some choices that will not necessarily work in tandem with what we're trying to do for you and the targets that we have set forth for you. Remember, our program is not a one-of-a-kind program. It's not a one-size-fits-all. It has been tailored specifically for you and will be from that 24-hour UA, your examination, and your functional blood chemistry analysis. So, a couple of things you need to know. Some people, when they measure their drops, and what we recommend is that you're going to measure them in a spoon. So you're just going to take a spoon and you're going to put those drops into the spoon one at a time. 7 during your loading phase, 5 during the losing phase. Really important to do those drops. The loading phase, the drops actually recognize that abnormal fat coming into the system. It gets that metabolic rate turned up nice and high for fat burning. And then on that 3rd day, the first day of your losing, you're going to drop down to just 5. When you measure those drops like that in the spoon, what happens is that you have more drops. It seems like they last longer, which means that your program could potentially be extended from a 6-week to an 8-week program. Gives you potential to lose a little bit more. Now, that being said, not everybody wants to be on program that long. Some people get to the 6-week or the 42-day mark and they've had enough, and that's perfectly fine. We'll pull you off just as we would normally for anybody, and we'll start you on what's called the stabilization phase. And I'm going to cover that in just another video. A couple other things that you do need to know about our program. There's mention of a grain component, a bread component, either the grissini sticks or the wraps or the Melba toast snacks. I eliminate all grain. In the digestive health work that we're going to do together, it's best that we take these things out. They will be out long enough so that we can reintroduce them in the end and see if you have any food sensitivities that show up. And we'll talk about what that looks like afterwards. There isn't any grain to speak of, so we're not worried about that. Artificial sweeteners are totally off the list. The only thing that you can use for sweetening here is stevia or monk fruit. So no aspartame, no Splenda, no Equal. Those are very toxic. People ask me about creamers, the non-dairy, non-sweetened creamers. Yes, they do mention them in the ChiroThin program. I would prefer that we don't use them. Go to black coffee, any of the herbal teas, use the sweeteners that we mentioned, the stevia, the monk fruit. All of those are just laden with chemicals, and we're cleaning your body out. So why would we put something so chemically laden instead of just cleaning it out and keeping everything the way it needs to be. Let's see, oil-based supplements. Now, your fish oils, your vitamin D, we're not saying these aren't good for you, but this is a fat-burning program, and so when we put fat in, even in the form of a vitamin or supplement, the body is going to try and burn that for fuel. And so it will actually interfere with your program. So we're just going to pull it out just for those short few weeks. We will be adding it back in afterwards, but we will also be looking at your labs again to see what's necessary for you. Not everybody needs all of the things that they're taking, because again, this is not a this for that program. This is a program that is designed specifically on your functional analysis and your lab tests that we do. Last but not least is lotions. So any of your lotions that are oil-based, you're going to want to go to a non-oil-based. My favorite line is the Neutrogena line. You can actually find those at most stores, and you will find a non-oil-based lotion there. I think that's about it for our program, and I'll cover stabilization in the next one.